Hi everyone. Hold on, let me see how I need to set this up. I probably should have tested this before I got going, huh? Oops. Leave it to me to wait to the last minute to figure out, okay, that's all right, where to position the camera. Um, guess what, you guys? I am not on my bathroom floor, and I am not in my bed either. I finally have a desk, and I finally have my Trump flag up, and I finally have some lights. Yes, AOC does suck, Michelle. But sorry I'm late. I was at work in the middle of a big sale, and I can't just walk away from those kind of things. Hey, TKO, how's it going? So yeah, I'm about, what is it, like 6 minutes late. So sorry guys, I hauled ass to get home, but I'm here. So I'm sitting in my Serta chair. It's nothing special. It cost me a whole $4.99 at Goodwill, but it's actually really nice. It's kind of like a corduroy material. I was like, ooh, fancy, and it's Serta. So I'm kind of excited about that. Next step, computer. I'm going to order that this weekend, so that's a good thing. Atomic News is moving on up to the east side. All right, so you guys are all here for some news, and I have my notes here. You guys, if you are new here and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And when you hit that bell, make sure it says all notifications, the option at the top, because I think it gives you multiple, like some notifications, all notifications. You want to go for all notifications. That way, you know every time I'm live, okay? Yes, Mr. Atomic.
Perth, Australia is in the house.
Perth, oh, someone from Australia is in the house? Dang, hey Steve, you're from Australia? Wow, every once in a while I get someone from another country. I had somebody from Ireland once, so good to see that somebody from Australia is here. Welcome to my channel. So we have 37 people in here right now and only 10 likes, so if you have not hit that like button, you guys, hit that like button. Let's get into some news, all right? In regards to the border, I'll talk to you a little bit about the border, and then we'll talk a little bit about AOC, and then whatever else comes out of my mouth, and we'll take some phone calls later, okay? So hang in there if you guys want to call in. I'll give you guys the heads up on when to call in, and I'll give you the number, so don't worry. So regarding the border, U.S. authorities closed an international border bridge in El Paso, Texas on Monday, so yesterday, in response to, sorry, I'm still coughing, in response to Central American and Cuban migrants protesting on the Mexican side. Hey, Mr. Atomic, if you're watching this, can you bring me some water? Because I've got that like coffee thing that's going to happen, and I'm going to die. Sorry, guys. So we closed down the international border bridge in El Paso because of migrants protesting on the other side. They were chanting "Vamos a cruzar," which translates to "We are going to cross." Thank you. He's so good to me. I'm still getting over bronchitis, you guys. I mean, this is lingering. This is what, like the second month now? Okay, that should help. I didn't even eat dinner, you guys, because like I jumped on. I knew I was late. So they were chanting, "We are going to cross." Yeah, interesting how they're demanding things now. They're demanding their golden ticket. This happened at about 2 a.m. in the morning. And the group apparently contained about 250 Cuban, Honduran, and El Salvadorian migrants. Okay? No, I'm not a smoker, John. It's lingering bronchitis. So about 250. I still am just flabbergasted at the fact that Cubans are coming. Like, Cubans have been coming for a long time, okay? I mean, my grandmother is Cuban, so she came here from Cuba when she was a little girl. Cuba, that's nothing new. Cuba's been coming for a long time, but the fact that they're coming up through Mexico instead of hitting Florida, I mean, wouldn't you think it would cost more money to travel from Cuba over to Mexico and then up through Mexico into the United States than it would be just to hop from Cuba to Florida? Call me crazy. I don't know. But I think financially it probably would be easier if you came just straight to Florida. And what are they going to do? Tell you no? Obviously not if we're letting all these in over here through Mexico. So I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. If somebody wants to enlighten me, let me know. The Mexican National Guard was deployed, but did not engage the protesters. They were just there in case like a riot broke out or something happened. So they were basically just watching. Yeah. They're working hard, huh? Mexico's working hard? So, Border Patrol closed all the lanes of traffic on the Paso del Norte Bridge, is which one it was, at 2 a.m. and then reopened it at about 5:30 a.m. So I think that's interesting though. Why sit there and chant we're gonna cross? I mean, just obviously all these people have been crossing this whole time. No one's gonna stop you. It's ridiculous. Does that upset you? Because it upsets me. It really does. Let's talk about El Salvador. El Salvador. The president of El Salvador, can't say his name. I'll try. Nayib Bukele? I don't know. I'm not El Salvadorian. Has finally owned up to some of the things that are going on. Hell must have froze over. He admitted on Sunday in a shocking statement that his country is at fault for the deaths of its citizens attempting to enter the U.S. illegally. Well, hell's bells, it's about damn time somebody took responsibility for what's going on and stopped blaming it on Donald Trump. Because Trump doesn't control what goes on. He doesn't tell those people, hey, knock on the door. Why don't you come cross over to the United States and do it in a dangerous way? But yet everybody on the left is always going to point the finger at Donald Trump, and it's his fault. It's his administration's fault. And it's a bunch of bullshit. All right. And finally, the president of El Salvador has finally admitted it is that country's fault and not ours. The announcement apparently received little attention. Are you surprised by that? I'm not surprised, because that doesn't fit the leftist agenda. They don't want to hear that the president of El Salvador is admitting fault. They want to hear something against Trump. Okay, that's all they care about, is taking Trump down. But it got little attention at first, but a newly released video by the president of El Salvador brought more interest, because they actually had a sit-down video where he was, you know, I would have put it up on my channel, but it was in Spanish. And I know there are some people that watch my channel that are Spanish speaking, but most of you don't speak Spanish. So if I put that up there, you wouldn't get anything out of it because there's no translation. But he is basically like on a face-to-face videos admitting fault, saying it's my country's fault that these people are dying and crossing into the United States. He said, we can blame any other country, but what about our blame? Okay, good. What country did they flee? Is what he's saying. They fled El Salvador. So he says, did they flee the United States? No, it's our fault, meaning El Salvador's fault. By issuing the statement, it absolves Trump of any guilt the left and the media have dumped on him. But you will never see, you guys never see the Democrats say, oh, okay, good. It's not Donald Trump's fault. You're right. They'll never say that. They're still going to blame Trump because if it's not one thing, it's another. And when that doesn't work, then they're going to find another thing. And when that doesn't work, they're going to find another thing. But the problem is we keep winning and they keep losing. And they just make themselves look more and more stupid with every stupid ploy that they pull out of their asses. All right. I just think it's funny though, because the left for so long has refused to admit for months now that there's a crisis on the border. And now all of a sudden, all the Democrats, especially the female Democrats, AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Kamala Harris, and Ilhan Omar, suddenly it's a crisis. Well, where were you a couple months ago when we started this whole thing? National emergency, there's a crisis on the border, Trump asking for humanitarian aid, different states calling emergencies, asking for humanitarian aid. What were they doing this whole time? Drinking with Nancy? Apparently so. And AOC is out there bitching about cages and how they're drinking toilet water, which is completely false. Like it's been some big surprise, like they were shocked. Well, we've been telling you this for months. This is how stupid the female Democrats are. But the Democrats are not going to do anything to change this, you guys. All they want to do is find stuff to use against Trump. And they've proven this by their actions. Okay, if they really wanted to help the migrants, they would have done it a long time ago. But the Democrats are users, you guys. They're going to find something they can use all the time, whether it be to use against Trump or people they will use. And right now they are using the migrants to fit their agenda against Trump. Okay, they really don't care about the migrants, because if they did, they would have helped Trump long ago. They would have helped close these loopholes. They would have helped when he offered DACA. You know, he gave them an offer before he declared national emergency. It included, you know, some time for DACA and various other things. They said no. Why? Because they don't care about the migrants. They care about trying to ruin Donald Trump and take power in his place, okay? They use the Black community, all right? We've known this forever, and I still can't believe to this day that there are Black people out there that think the Democrats care about them. They don't, okay? It is proven the Republicans do, because Republicans are the ones who voted to end slavery. Why they think the Democrats are for them will continue to amaze me. But they are just pawns. The Black people are just pawns. The migrants at the border, they're just pawns in the Democrats' game. They really don't care. They're going to make all these promises. You vote for us, we're going to give you this and this and this. And guess what? They're going to have nothing to show for it in the end. And everybody's going to be pissed off. And they're going to sell it to you again. Hope and change. And it's not going to happen. Honest Jesse Smollett says, Atomic News, how would you personally argue that with the party flop? You mean the flip-flop? You mean how they say the parties flipped at one time? Is that what you're referring to? The parties didn't flip. That's a myth. So let me see here. I got to read my notes here. I got on a little tangent. But now, you guys, since the whole racist, xenophobe, and Russia collusion thing didn't work with Trump, now they're going to try and make Trump look like a killer, okay? Like he's the reason behind these people dying on the border, okay? People have been dying on the border for centuries, okay? It's nothing new. Surprise, Democrats, it's nothing new. It happens. When people make poor decisions and they cross the desert with no food and no water and supplies or any planning, people die. It is an unfortunate thing, okay? Nobody should have to suffer in that way, whether we agree with them coming over here or not. No, kids shouldn't have to die in the desert. People shouldn't have to die in the desert. It's a lonely, horrible death, okay? But it's been happening for centuries. It's nothing new, okay? So no, all of this isn't because of Trump. Trump wasn't alive when this first started many, many, many moons ago. It's a game, you guys. This whole thing is a game, and it's sick, and they are using people. The Democrats are using people for their political agenda. And I keep spitting, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry. I'm so mad I could spit. No. But you guys, let me ask you something, okay? Someone said, please don't whisper. Can someone enlighten me here? Name one thing the Democrats have done for the migrants. Can someone tell me one thing that they've done? Anybody? What's this? I'm trying to read you guys' comments. Invite them to America. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I mean by, okay, gave them $1,000. Mr. Atomic says gave them $1,000. Well, I don't think the Democrats actually gave that to them. I don't know. I think that's technically the government overall. But what have they implemented? What policy, what procedure, what law has come out of the Democrats in favor of migrants? Thank you. All of you guys keep saying nothing, nothing, nothing. And someone says everything is free. Yes, everything is free, but that's government overall. But what can they pin that say, hey, this happened because of us? Nothing. Nothing. So AOC, you guys. I know AOC is in the title of this video. Let's talk about AOC. Okay, I made a video, a live stream yesterday about the whole toilet water bullshit, okay? She apparently is lying again. Okay, we all know that those photos where she's like, and whatever, over at the detention center in Texas in 2018, we all know that those are fake. I actually have a photo. Boom. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page under Atomic News, and I'm going to tweet it out later. In fact, I may have already tweeted it. I'm not sure. It literally is somebody filming from, okay, it's not a picture, it's a video, I'm sorry. They're filming from the opposite side of where AOC is. So let's say I'm the person filming, AOC is here, and then here is that fence that is in the picture. And then past that fence is the parking lot that people are like, she's upset at a parking lot. What's on the other side of that fence? Not kids, it's a parking lot. Okay? So now we have somebody from that angle showing AOC, and you can tell it's the same day because she's wearing the same outfit and exactly what she's looking at. It's a parking lot with cars and I think like 2 agents, you guys. So the whole thing is a lie. And now she's lying about toilet water, okay? We all know there's a language barrier, okay? So in a detention facility, in these jails, like for our people here in America, and any sort of detention facility, whether it be for migrants or, criminals or whatever, they have like combination things now where there's a toilet and then above the toilet is the sink. Okay. So when Border Patrol tells them to, or, go get a drink from there, okay, they're not telling them to drink from the toilet, get it from the damn faucet. Okay. But because the toilet is right there, AOC is confused because she's stupid. She's stupid! Okay? So now she's saying that she was sexually harassed by Border Patrol. Really? So you're telling me that Border Patrol wants those big old horse face? No. Okay. No, like she's so full of herself right now. Um, Someone says, all I see them do is fuss for them, but don't back what they are fussing for because it makes no. Yeah, right. I agree. Um, um, and what's funny is now she's so concerned about these women that she spoke to in the detention center, and how they said that Border Patrol told them to drink from the toilet if they were thirsty. And that we have a problem here. There's definitely abuses happening, she said. And I posted that video on, I think, to my backup channel. So you guys, if you're not subscribed to my backup channel, you need to go subscribe to my backup channel. It's in the description box below, because sometimes I post things there that I don't post here. And so it's on my backup channel. And it's funny because you look at her body language. She's in this car, the windows rolled down, and she's like, there are definitely abuses here. And she looks away from the reporter, and she looks down and to the left. And if body language, you guys, body language, when someone's telling a lie, looking to the left is usually a sign that they're lying when they look away from you. Okay. So, and then when she's talking, she stops and talks like this. Okay. So you can tell that she's definitely not being truthful. All right. And then they asked something of the nature like, do you have proof of this or whatnot? And she rolls up her window. How convenient. GCXL, Guerrilla News Network. Hey, thank you for your $5 super chat. He says, AOC always has bottled water to drink, so she doesn't know that most people use water that comes out of faucets. To her, it really is toilet water. You're probably right. I think it's so funny, though, that she's so concerned suddenly, because if you remember last week, you guys, she got all into this furniture thing, okay? And I think I briefly talked about it in one of my live streams. Sorry. There was a company that the government was going to purchase a large amount of furniture from for detention facilities, like beds and whatnot, okay? And the employees of the furniture company asked the company not to do the transaction because they didn't want to help Border Patrol, help the government, because they're against the way the migrants have been treated, okay? And AOC was like, solidarity, all right, I stand with you. So she's bitching about toilet water and the fact that kids don't have soap and toothpaste, but you're going to help in the process of denying these kids beds to sleep in? How does that work? You have a problem with the fact that there's no toiletries, but yet you don't want them to have beds. She's a hypocrite, you guys. All they want to do is point the finger, slander, and waste money and use people. That's the Democrat Party for you. They are the party of slander, waste, and usury. That's a word, isn't it? I don't know. If it's not, I just made it up. Let's see. Oh, and then she was upset because some of the Border Patrol had joked about throwing burritos at them. I would have paid good money to see Border Patrol agents throw a burrito at AOC or Kamala Harris or Rashida Tlaib. Yes, I would have paid good money for that, because they need to understand the level of stress that Border Patrol has to go through on a daily basis to be the babysitters and wipe the asses of these migrants. Okay? Stand for one day in their shoes, AOC, and then tell me what you think. Then tell me what you think, and then maybe I'll actually listen to you. Let's see. Oh, that Facebook group, okay? She's upset about the Facebook group that the Border Patrol agents were a part of, that were talking, I guess, unacceptably about migrants and the members of Congress that were coming. The group is called I'm 10-15, and it had about 9,500 members. I guess 1015 is the 10 code for Border Patrol, which means aliens in custody. You guys, I don't, some of you may have, there's a lot of different 10 codes, like 10-4, meaning I got it, I understand, confirm, that type of thing. Everybody knows 10-4, but not everybody knows 10-15. 10-15 means aliens in custody. So that was the name of this Facebook group. I wanted to share that with you because some people had no idea what the meaning of I'm 10-15 means. But I think I'm going to remember 10-15 because I might have to use that when I'm on the border next time. Make it official. But let's talk about Border Patrol, you guys. The stress, the depression, the anger, the frustration. What are we doing for them? Okay. We're so concerned. Well, not me, but the left is so concerned about how the migrants are treated when they're in our custody. But is anybody stopping to think, what are we doing for our Border Patrol? How are we helping them overcome the stress that they have to deal with on a daily basis? Imagine going to law school, you guys, and then you get hired at this big law firm to babysit the kid of the top attorney. That's essentially what Border Patrol is doing right now. They went through academy and all this training to be Border Patrol, and right now they're babysitting migrants. Okay, changing diapers, Uber, they're Border Patrol Uber right now, okay? Giving rides. I mean, it's ridiculous. Can you imagine how upsetting that is? How disappointing that is? They aren't doing what they wanted to do. They're not doing what they, applied to do. It's almost like a bait and switch right now. And maybe they struggle financially, you guys. I mean, everybody has financial issues from time to time. Maybe they oh, hi, I just pulled out a hair. Maybe they have financial problems and they watch these migrants get it all for free. I mean, put yourself in their shoes for a minute. Wouldn't you be pissed off? Let's say you were eating top ramen noodles as a Border Patrol agent because your kid was sick and you had all these medical bills you had to pay, but then you see migrants cross illegally and get everything handed to them for free. You'd be pissed, wouldn't you? So what are we doing for Border Patrol other than paying their paycheck? They deserve more. They deserve more. After time, you guys, that can really wear at you. That can really wear you down. And eventually you start to question yourself. That's why when we were down on the border in Yuma, every time I, was in like voice proximity, like they could hear me, I'd be like, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you do. Amy says CBP walkout. Eventually they're going to get really pissed off. And overall, you guys, the left doesn't support any sort of authority figure, any sort of law enforcement. When do you see them supporting the police departments? They're against ICE. They're against Border Patrol, cops, because cops shoot black people. Okay, cops shoot every ethnicity, but they're only going to point out the black people because that fits their agenda. They're always talking trash about authoritative figures. And honestly, who cares about this Facebook group? Really, as long as what they're talking about doesn't come to life, doesn't come to fruition, okay? It's a way, it's a release. It's a way for them to get their frustrations off their chest. If that makes them feel better to talk it out and talk smack, let them do it. You know, obviously they talked about throwing burritos at AOC, but did they do it? No, but I bet you it sure felt good to say it, right? We've all been in those shoes, I'm sure. I can talk smack all I want on my channel, but you don't see me out there telling off liberal, you know, or if like back in Illinois where some of my coworkers were liberals, I didn't sit there and argue with them. I didn't sit there and tell off my coworkers. I don't sit there and tell off a liberal cashier at the grocery store while I'm checking out. I mean, granted that could be fun, but I'm not out there doing that. You can do whatever you want in your own personal area. Okay, YouTube is my personal area. What matters is what you do out in the rest of the world. Okay, so how do you treat people? Okay, like one thing. Okay, me. We'll just talk about me for a sec. I had somebody on my channel who's commented, I think like on 2 videos where they're like, don't talk to your audience. You need to stop acknowledging your audience. And I'm like, no. First of all, this is my channel, okay? I do what I want, all right? And second of all, by talking to you guys, I am acknowledging that you're here. I often thank you guys for being here. I want you guys to know that you're important. I want you to know that your thoughts are appreciated and that I like having you here. So yeah, I'm going to talk to people when I'm not Fox News. I'm not CNN. I am Laura. I am Atomic News. Okay. I can't do this without you because if you weren't here, I'd be talking to the Trump flag. All right. So if I call out people in my live stream and I'm like, hey, TKO, hey, Dorinda, you know, how you guys doing? That's because I appreciate you and I enjoy having you here. So those people that want me to not read your comments or not acknowledge your presence here, go watch CNN and then you're gonna get fake news. So yeah. So, sorry, got off on a little tangent there. Let's see. Kamala Harris, okay? Kamala Harris tweeted, hold on, I need a drink. Hold on. Kamala Harris tweeted, the greatest national security threat is Trump. Interesting. Okay. Okay, yeah, so here's my thought on this. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Squirrel. No. North Korea. They said if Trump is elected, we'll end up at war with North Korea. We're going to go to war. It's going to be World War III. Watch. Right? You guys all remember that? You guys all remember that? And what did Trump just do? He's the first president to cross into North Korea. But he's the greatest national security threat, according to Kamala Harris. AOC tweeted out, and I think this is funny, you guys, CBP officers said they felt threatened by me. She's saying that Border Patrol officers said they felt threatened by her. That's cute. AOC, that's so cute, honey, that you think that. First of all, I think there's somebody who's come out on the record now saying that AOC was yelling at Border Patrol and screaming at them. So, of course, they're going to be like, excuse me? Okay, but no Border Patrol agent is going to feel threatened by AOC. Like, ever. Nice try, honey. Nice try. Yeah. She said that they confiscated her phone and they were armed. So they were intimidating her. Hello, it's probably, okay? Probably, like I'm 99.99% sure that it is policy and procedure to hold on to people's cell phones when they enter a detention facility like that and they're going to do a tour because they don't want any unauthorized recordings or photographs taken. Right? And they were armed, she says. Yes. Well, really? No shit, Sherlock. They're Border Patrol agents. I mean, do you walk into a police station and expect that all the cops there are not going to be armed? Really? Really? She says that she is only 5'4", and basically saying, what are they so scared of? Okay, she's 5'4", and she's a girl. She's playing the woman card because that's all she has. And the fact that she's 5'4", it doesn't mean squat. It's called, discrimination is what it is. She's discriminating against their job. That is their job, okay? It is their job to follow policy and procedure, confiscate phones, be armed because they're an officer. Let's see here. Already talked about that. Well, I did say that, she's playing the woman card, but, I get really tired of these politicians. And you guys tell me, what do you guys think about this? Do you get tired of women in politics using the woman card? Do you guys get tired of that? Because I do. As a woman, I get really tired of female politicians pulling the woman card. Like Hillary with I'm with her. Okay. Deb says the sad part about all the fake news is if any Democrats really do uncover something unjust or criminal, they won't be believed. You're absolutely right. I'm also tired, you guys, of the race card being used. Like Kamala Harris, okay, she's using her ethnicity. Elizabeth Warren tried to pull the race card, but it didn't work. And the victim card, okay? When somebody's a victim of something, oh, well, I was a victim of this, or I was a victim of that, or they play the victim. It's like, if you have to pull the woman card, the victim card, or the race card, you're unqualified, in my opinion, right there. Let me know if, you disagree with that. I'd be curious to know why. And AOC, you guys, she's claiming that she was attacked in her Twitter feed. And every liberal out there is defending her, including David Hogg, okay? David Hogg responded to AOC, okay? Basically saying, oh, poor you, I agree with you, that type of a thing. She's not, so she's a victim now, you guys. She's a victim of Border Patrol. Yeah. The only attack that happened is the one in her head, okay? Because it's fake, just like the pictures of her on the border in 2018, okay? It's fake, completely fake. And if you go to my backup channel, you'll see that video where she totally looks away and talks like this and then rolls up her window when he asked, do you have proof of this? Do you have proof of them drinking toilet water? So, let's see. Oh, I'm still pissed, you guys. I'm still pissed off about the concentration camp thing. I'm tired of them being called camps, okay? And you know what's funny is this detention facility that she's bitching about, that she visited in 2018, okay, it was kind of like a camp, okay? But like a summer camp, okay? Because there's a soccer field. All right, there's a soccer field and kids were out playing and things like that. Okay, so like, yeah, summer camp maybe, but a concentration camp, I think that's insulting to Jews. I really do. Because these people are literally begging to come here. They're hopping fences to come here. Okay, and when the Jews were in concentration camps, we weren't giving it all to them for free. We weren't giving them, unlimited Taco Bell burritos and McDonald's hamburgers. We were not giving them free healthcare. We were not giving them $1,000 because of chain migration to go to whoever their sponsor was in another state. Okay. So I think it's absolutely insulting to the Jews by using the term concentration camps and the continued use of the word camps. EJ says, are you near the border? I'm new to the channel. Yes, I am. I'm in Arizona, EJ. I just moved back here from Illinois about a month ago. I lived here before, and then I moved to Illinois, and now I'm back. So I was down on the Yuma border 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And I've got some videos on that. If you look in my video history, you'll see I actually videoed some migrants coming across the border down in Yuma. So I was down there with the Patriot Caravan. So, okay, I'll let you guys call in right now, all right? You guys can give me your thoughts on anything that I talked about. Remember the rules, okay? No blocked or unlisted phone numbers. I won't answer the phone call. Okay, I have to be able to see your phone number because if something happens, I need to be able to get back to that number. Okay, like if a kid is calling and their parents don't know, you know, liability. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes max, okay? And you cannot be mad if I cut you off at the 5 minutes because after 5 minutes, the audience isn't as engaged anymore. So I try and keep it 5 minutes max for each phone call, okay? And then if you call in, you have to turn in your YouTube. You have to turn down your YouTube in the background because it creates an echo and you get confused about who's talking and what's talking and you can't hear and it's a big mess, okay? So my number is area code 480-216-6140, and I will put you live on the show, okay? So just don't forget the rules, okay? So there are 100 people watching and only 88 likes. You guys make sure you hit the like button. And you guys, if you're not subscribed, you need to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon. Make sure you hit all notifications so that you can get all notifications because some people don't get my notifications when I go on live, including Mr. Atomic, who is Black Bart in the house here right now. Sometimes he doesn't get it. So if you want to make sure you get notifications, you got to make sure that's clicked. So area code 480-216-6140. Who's on Twitter, you guys? Does everybody have Twitter? I know some people don't have Twitter, but for those of you that don't have or that do have Twitter, I'm on Twitter, okay? So it's under Atomic News TV, all right? So make sure you follow me on Twitter because I can be nasty on Twitter. I am not nice to the left on Twitter. So if you want some entertainment, I make sure you follow me on Twitter. Yeah. Let's see. I have some notes here about AOC again. Let me read what I had to say here. They were drinking water on the toilet. Oh, I already talked about that. Yep. Captain Vicky's in the house! Vicky, thank you so much for your super chat. She's watching in New York. You guys, Captain Vicky is a pilot. She's a real pilot. And she has been watching my channel for a long time. And I love her and I appreciate her. And she is actually one of the few people that knows my real telephone number. So she can actually call me on my real phone number anytime or text me or message me. And she's a really cool person. I like her a lot. Thank you, Vicky, for that super chat. I'm glad that you're here. Have I talked about Russia? No, I can't when I was on my lunch break. In regards to Russia, there is... What? Am I buffering? I hate when he does that. It pisses me off. Backseat driver. He yells at me. At least I can hear a little. He would yell at me from the other side of the house, and I'd be like, don't know what you're saying. Deb says I'm buffering. Okay. Can anybody else see me okay now? No. Hello? Hey, hey. Anybody? Am I still buffering? Bueller. Suzanne says you can see me. Okay. Okay, Lou says you can see me. Lisa says you can see me. Buff, buff, baby. Okay. I don't know what's happening. What?
Buffering.
I'm still buffering? Ah! Still? Hold on. Technical.
There you go. You're good.
Okay, technical difficulties. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm trying to prop my phone up. I'm still like ghetto here. Okay, so I guess I'm back. YouTube is messing with my stream, right? It's probably because I'm through Verizon and not through like Wi-Fi right now. I really have to get my Wi-Fi. Thank you, Ward Roberts, for your $5 super chat. What if President Trump calls? 5 minutes? That would be different, sweetheart. If President Trump called, he'd have all the time in the world. What's funny is there's somebody that comes into my chats all the time under the name Donald J. Trump. And it throws everybody for a loop. Every time that dude comes in, they're like, is Trump here? Is Trump here? And what's funny is this person has like 1 million something subscribers, like a couple million. They have a lot of subscribers and no content whatsoever. They have no content. So, you guys, area code 480-216-6140. You guys don't have nothing to say tonight? Ah! You guys don't got nothing to say tonight? You got, I know you guys do. Some nights, you guys, my phone will ring off the hook. Like I could live stream for like 4 hours. Sometimes you guys want to talk forever. And then some nights you guys are like, oh, I'm good tonight. But anyway. Oh, good. I actually have more likes in here than I do have people. Okay, so you guys are hitting the like button. Thank you. So you guys coming. Oh, Russia. That's what we were going to talk about. Russia. So I did a video at lunchtime. I did a live stream. And there is a submarine that they say it's a Russian submarine, nuclear powered. Sorry, that didn't want to come out. That was used in the Arctic to study the seafloor. Okay, and apparently there was some. Oh, we'll get back to that. Hold up. Hi, this is Atomic News. Hello? Okay, I don't know what happened. Hold up. I answered it and then it was gone. Hold on. The person that called from area code 419, if you want to call back, you know who you are. So apparently there was some sort of explosion and then there was a fire. And 14 crew members died because of fumes, inhaling chemical noxious fumes. They have recovered the submarine, and they're going to do an investigation as to what happened. This is a submarine that can potentially disrupt underwater cables. So that's interesting. Oh, I'm shiny, this light. And it all coincidentally happened at the same time. They're saying Vice President Pence was having to, oh, here we go. Hold on. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Hi, Laura. It's so nice to speak with you.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. I wish that this 2020 thing would be over.
Oh, the election, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
I
just want to get it over with.
I do too. I understand that. I know that feeling.
It's going to get accomplished until 2020.
Yep. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a back and forth continuous war between, the left and the right, and they're going to try and pull everything out of the woodworks that they can on Trump. I just saw an article today that the Democrats are suing Trump now because they want the tax returns. So
that is just unbelievable, isn't it?
Yep. So they're going to try everything before 2020, and they're going to continue to try and silence the right up to 2020 as well.
Of course.
Yep.
Have you heard that people are afraid to vote for President Trump because they just don't want all of this bickering to keep going? I mean, people that were Trump supporters are saying, I have to vote Democrat because I can't stand this hassle fighting anymore.
No, I haven't heard that at all.
No?
No.
Oh, that's
Are you
good.
hearing that like in groups online or your friends
Yeah.
or
Oh,
okay.
no, just people online. Just
Okay.
other YouTubers that I listen to.
Okay. I think it will not end until after he's reelected, because after he's reelected, I mean, there's really nothing they can do at that point. He's got 4 years, and they know that in 4 years they have a chance for somebody new, whether it be
Right.
them or another Republican. But at least
Right.
in their eyes, at least it won't be Trump, you know?
Right. Well, I certainly don't want it to be that way. I was just really surprised when I heard people saying, I really want him to win again, but I don't want someone fighting with the Congress all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like voting for a Democrat's going to make it better somehow.
I know,
I
right?
just don't get that understanding.
I would rather roll the dice and handle the bickering than deal with a Democrat president.
Yeah, I think I have to go with you there.
Yeah.
And thanks for all that you do, Laura. It's really appreciated by all of us folks out here.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate everything that you do, and Jim and Jen and all of you brave people that can go out there and do things that us other people can't.
Well,
So thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate that.
All
And-
the time, every day, and have a blessed evening.
You too, hon.
Thanks.
All
Bye.
right. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, she came in nice and loud and clear. That was great. Like, I know some of you guys have been on my live streams before, and sorry, I'm just watching the phone. And it's been difficult to hear because I literally would hold the burner phone up to this phone, and sometimes it was very difficult for me to hear, and I'd be like all up in your face like this, and because I wanted to be close to the phone, you know. But now I can actually sit back, and my new phone, the atomic phone, I call it the Trump phone, is nice and loud and clear, and I can hear you guys, and hopefully you guys could hear that too. Did that sound okay? Were you guys able to hear her well? Because it was clear as day, almost like she was on a loudspeaker. And it was great. It was great. So going back to Russia. Oh, and if somebody else wants to call in, you can, okay? 480-216-6140. They're investigating it. They have the submarine, I guess, pulled into what they say, a closed city, which I thought that was weird. I'm going to have to look up this city that they have it, because, I mean, what's a closed city? Up in the Arctic? The only thing I can think of is that it's a city that used to exist, a town that used to exist, and then it has since, people have moved away and it's no longer an active place, because in the Arctic, it's really freaking cold. And if they can't get food and whatnot and all the supplies they need, then why be there, right? So they're investigating it, but it coincidentally happened at the same time that they said that Pence was recalled back to DC for an emergency, okay? Which now they're saying, oh, there was no emergency, and Pence had never left DC. His plane never had to turn around. So, okay. So what happened then? So how did that tidbit get out? And then the media get a hold of it? Yes, it was in Russian waters, Philip. It's just funny how the timing is. And then there's a tweet, which I'm still trying to hunt down, but apparently there was a tweet from somebody in the Pence circle that said Melania Trump had been flown to an undisclosed location. What? Well, if there's an emergency like that, that would make sense, right? If there's some sort of emergency and Pence had to be turned around and go back to DC, if that even really happened, we don't know. They could be backtracking and covering up right now. Trump would get his family out like that, you know, and he has the manpower and the money and the connections to do it, to get them all out of, you know, any danger area as fast as possible. So I know that in that live stream, I asked you guys, I'm like, all right, so if you see an article that has some details about this submarine or Mike Pence or Melania being flown to an undisclosed location, send it to me. Okay. And it's description box, okay, down below. There is my phone number. There is also my email address, and you can email it to me. I know I have like 6 emails waiting, and because I was late to my live stream, I was making a big sale at work. I did not get a chance to read those yet, but to the people that emailed me and someone who texted me as well, I will look at what you sent me. So I look at everything, you guys. When you guys call me or email me or text me or whatever, I look at everything, but I want you to know that I can't always respond. And it's not because I don't want to, because I try, but this YouTube is like a full-time job, and then I have a full-time job. And then I have Mr. Atomic and an 11-year-old and 6 dogs. So when I lived in Illinois, I used to be able to take naps on my days off. That doesn't happen anymore, okay? YouTube is a full-time job. I'm always looking for information. Other YouTubers call and talk to me all the time, whether it be Jerry from True Conservative Minutes or Snafu Snaps, who's here in Arizona, or the people from the Guardian Patriots. Like, I'm always talking to people. Paloma for Trump, Jen from AZ Patriots. Like, I talk to everybody. So I'm a busy girl. Like, I could be driving and have somebody on speakerphone on my way to work, right? And in the back of my head planning what I'm gonna say when I'm on this live stream. So yeah, I do a lot. So I see everything you guys send me though, and I want you to know that I appreciate all of that, okay? You guys, my P.O. box is in the description box below. I really want photos of you guys. If anybody wants to send me a photo and put your YouTube name on the back so I know who you are. See this blank spot up here? Yeah, I want to put you guys up there, okay? Because even though some people don't want me to talk to you guys and acknowledge my audience and acknowledge the people that are in chat and watching my videos, that's me connecting to you and me letting you know that I see you, I hear you, I appreciate you, and I want you to be up here because you are part of the atomic family. You guys are my atomic bombs. I know I don't use that term very often. You know, some people are like, hey, all you such and such, whatever family, you're my atomic bombs. So Deb says, oh, I love dachshunds. I'm a dachshaholic. What else do I have for you? Somebody else want to call in? Hello. Area code 480-216-6140. What else do I have for you? Oh yeah, free speech rally, you guys. There's going to be a free speech rally in DC after the 4th of July. There are a lot of patriots that are going to DC for the 4th of July, all right, including Jerry from True Conservative Minutes, Paloma's going. I mean, there's a whole bunch of Californians going, like big name patriots, okay, that are going, and there's going to be a free speech rally. And Antifa is threatening the patriots already, okay? Oh, I see Danella Trumpella. I know who you are. I know that name. So Antifa has already threatened the patriots going to DC this week. They have threatened with some sort of acid, I guess. They're going to put in balloons with wax so that I guess when it hits the people, the wax hardens to their skin and then the acid can eat away at their skin, okay? So you guys know how I feel about Antifa, right? They are adult children, okay? They're angry toddlers. They're domestic terrorists, okay? And honestly, if I was a politician, if Atomic News was a politician, I would be targeting Antifa. That's right. I do something about these mentally insecure, mentally ill, in my opinion, domestic terrorists, and try and force them out of what they were doing. Because remember how, you know how it goes, foreign and domestic terrorists, okay? Everything that's going on in Oregon right now in Portland is completely unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable, you guys. Antifa is so out of control there. I don't know why Oregon isn't doing something about Antifa. You won't ever hear about Antifa in Arizona. Why? Because we open carry here. And they know better. You don't mess with a red state. You don't mess with a red state. We'll take action, okay? We don't mess around. But you've got too many little foo-foo lefties over there in Portland, and they're like, oh, Antifa, they're blocking the road, they're wearing masks, they have a bat. No. That's why you never hear about Antifa in Arizona. So let's see here. Tell me what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think, all right? What do you guys think about the Democrats and how Obamacare, okay, find Americans for not having health insurance, but they want to give it to illegal aliens for free? What do you guys think about that? I want to know. Anybody, let me know what you think right here, because I have a problem with that. Dorinda says, it pisses me off. Yes, it pisses me off too. It's messed up. That's right. Brenda says, it makes me furious. Nora says, I'm not happy. Let's see. Does anybody think that's fair? Anybody? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I don't think anybody's going to think that's right. Nobody in their right mind is going to say that's okay and that's fair. So, and especially for the people that did get Obamacare, okay? Like some of my coworkers back in Illinois did get Obamacare. And then at the end of the year, oh, they're saying I made too much money and now I have to pay extra for my Obamacare. No. No. And then they're gonna give it to migrants for free. I'm sorry, no. I think that is their way of getting us to accept socialism. Because if we get upset, they'll say, oh, well, we'll give it to you for free too, but you need to vote for us to give it to you, because the right's not going to give it to you. So vote in the left and we'll give it to you too. See how that works? See how that works? You guys, Chevy says Obamacare is a joke. It is a joke. It absolutely is a joke. It's not real, okay? It's not real. It's no different than having insurance through a regular insurance carrier. You guys, I used to work for Blue Cross of California. I used to work for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. I was a claims processor, okay? I also worked in enrollment, so I know what the premiums cost, okay? I know what premiums cost, all right? And so let's say you're working for company ABC, okay? And you have insurance through them. And it's $1,000 a month for your insurance, but you have a lower copay, okay? And then my neighbor works for XYZ, but gets the insurance through Obamacare, okay? They may have a lower premium, but their deductible and their out-of-pocket expenses are higher, okay? It's the same shit, different day, okay? Because one thing might be low, but the other thing's gonna be high. And for the other person, one thing might be high and the other thing low. You know what I'm saying? Okay? There's no difference. There really is no damn difference. It was a load of bullshit shoveled out by the left. Hold on, I have a caller. Hi, this is Atomic News.
Yes, hello.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Sandy in Colorado.
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
I'm doing really well, and I hope that you're doing awesome too.
I am. It's a busy day, but I made it to my live stream only like 6 minutes late.
You did good, girl. You did good. Yes, thank you for everything that you do, bringing to light and, all this border stuff. And like you said, the freebies, going to those that are coming in here illegally. I totally disagree with it. They push our veterans out of the system.
Mm-hmm.
They push us out of the system. And like now you're on health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Years back, I worked for the biggest health insurance company back in Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
And it was one of the biggest ones. And I've worked all ends of health insurance.
Right.
And Obamacare is nothing but a major medical plan. That is it.
Yep. You're absolutely
And
right.
The public is getting, I hope I can say this, screwed.
Yes.
Literally screwed.
Mm-hmm.
You pay $1,200 a month for insurance just for one person,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a $6,800 deductible. Plus, then you have 80/20 co-insurance. Plus, there's a lot of stuff that is not covered. Why even have insurance?
Right.
It just does not make sense to me. I've seen insurance decline for the consumer over the last, I'm going to say 37 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it decline, and it just makes me sick what has happened. And it is socialism, no doubt in my mind at all. In a socialist society, if you have money, you're going to be okay. If you do not have money, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You're
no
Venezuela.
Huh?
You're Venezuela then, right?
Oh my gosh.
Don't get you started on that, right?
What surprises me about that is that here in America, in the United States, that people who want that type of a system and socialism, that they are not waking up to it. They still want it. And I just don't understand it.
Is it like Stockholm syndrome?
Total opposite. I live in a different state than my family, thank goodness, because we are way opposite. And it's hard to even talk to them about anything. And I know that it's that way with many other families out there as well right now.
Yeah.
And we're in a transition. And the wonderful lady that called in about the, wanting the election over.
Mm-hmm.
I still firmly believe that we are going to have President Trump for another 4 years.
Yes.
I believe he says that there's some pleasant announcement that's going to come out this July 4th. Is it, I don't know if I can say names, is it maybe J.A. Julian? That he actually is here in the country?
Oh, Julian Assange?
Yes. I've always felt that many of the things that we're seeing, even like on maybe, like a news channel that we've watched, that maybe we would trust somewhat, which I'm almost all YouTube now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here with you.
You're right.
That says it. But,
I hear that a lot as far as people choosing to watch YouTube over mainstream media.
Oh, especially anything other than Fox. It's like and I don't even hardly watch Fox anymore.
Right.
I don't. And it's more and more and more that this truth is coming out. And some of these things that we're seeing, that we're hearing about, are all part of what's put together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm coming to the conclusion, in my own opinion, that there are about 7, maybe 8 leaders that have been part of this plan for a long time because they're tired.
Yeah.
Around by those, by you know who.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm kind of coming to that conclusion because how many times since we've had President Trump, how many times have we almost gone to war? Almost this happens. Almost that happens. You know who that reminds me of?
Who?
JFK, President JFK.
Oh, yeah.
The Bay of Pigs and everything with Russia. And also President Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Tear that wall down, Mr. Gorbachev. Now, the difference is, in my opinion, I think that President Putin and our president have been working on some things even before our president became president.
You know what? I actually think you're right.
Sound crazy?
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think Trump is definitely a man of mystery, and I think he does a lot of things that he doesn't talk about. You know, he does openly talk about everything, like, and tweet of this and that and the other, and you think that he talks about everything, but I also think that that is kind of a front where that he puts up, and that he's not all that way.
Exactly.
It's a good distraction, you know, so that people don't pay attention to what he's doing off to the side.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we have to recognize his uncle, John Trump,
Mm-hmm.
most likely had Tesla's papers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who has that? Who's in the White House? Donald Trump.
Right.
He's got the goods. And remember what's been said. We've had everything for a long time. We've got it all.
Uh-huh.
I do believe, isn't there a Tesla tower that was built down in Texas?
I don't know. There could be. I just don't know about it.
Check it out. Maybe check that out. And on your next live show, maybe present what you found out, because I did hear about a Tesla tower.
I'm writing it down.
In Texas.
I'm not sure, but I wrote it down so I can search for.
It's not that long ago. Maybe a few months ago I heard about that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's ago.
Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, I think that all of these things that we're seeing, even what's happening today, while yes, something very tragic did happen,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I mean, right now we don't know who did what happened. We know it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
People died.
Yeah.
Or did they? I mean, do we really know?
Some things are a mystery for life.
Yes. But I think that if this really did go down the way that they say it did,
Mm-hmm.
we will find out more about it. We'll hear more about it.
Mm-hmm.
If it didn't, I think eventually it's going to come out that it was part of, this whole plan thing.
Right.
And plus, the DS is going to pull out all the stops.
Mm-hmm.
They're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially with now we have all these diseases coming up over our border.
Right.
And, I mean, you know that. You're close by.
Mm-hmm.
You're not that... And they're coming right up into my state, too.
Yeah.
And I know we're not alone, but what concerns me right now is that there's double digits, thousands, coming from the Ebola area.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already here, we know that.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And I saw, I believe it was, yes, with you, the rolls of money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they come over the border with rolls of cash in their pocket. Oh, they do. That's a definite fact. That's a definite fact. I mean, not all of them, but there are definitely some that come over the border with a wad of cash in their pocket. Yep.
Because if I understood it correctly, when they found out that you were filming them, they shoved that money back into their pocket.
Oh yeah, they do.
Right. And that money is going to get circulated.
Mm-hmm. You're right,
Wow.
and it's been contaminated.
Wow.
Oh, that's a juicy point. Oh, see what you did? Contaminated money. And now I got to look that up. All right, my dear. I think you've gone over the 5-minute mark, but I just want you to know that I appreciate you calling in tonight.
I appreciate you taking my call and talking with me and getting the word out there.
Right.
That's just it. And I love how you handle your channel. You do not degrade anybody. You say, you just say, this is it. This is what I've got.
Mm-hmm.
And people need, think on your own.
Right.
Go do some more research, but then come back to you and say, can you look this up?
Right.
Like I said, with the Tesla tower, can you check into that?
Uh-huh.
And maybe come back to us on it, because I bet you there's other people that want to know, is there a Tesla tower?
Okay.
And what about those big batteries? Huge batteries. They made them in Ohio? They are huge. And they finally, I believe, started to take some of them to the big cities. Somebody's planning for something or having backup in case something, right?
Right.
So, and anyway, yes, 5-minute mark. So thank you so much. You have a great day and have a beautiful 4th of July. Happy Freedom Day.
You too. I'll talk to you next time, hon. Bye-bye. Everybody's so nice all the time. Watch, one of these days I'll get somebody who's like screaming at me on the other end of the phone. But in general, everybody is really nice that calls in, and I love talking to you guys. And she had a point, like, I give you guys information and I let you go with it. I let you decide what to do with that information. I don't tell you, you have to do this, you have to do that, blah, blah, blah. I just say, this happened, and now that happened. And there's the information for you. I don't sugarcoat things. I say it the way it is. That's the way I've always been. And y'all are grown adults, right? So you guys take the information and decide what you want to believe or not believe, or run with, or, make changes in your life because of something. That's up to you guys, because you're grown ass adults, right? At least you should be if you're in here. I think I have had a couple kids in here before. Yeah, I think I had a kid one time call me and leave me a message. Oh God, if I could remember what he said, but I was like, oh, that is not an adult. No adult male would say that. Now I have to remember what it was. I probably saved it on my burner phone, just because it was hilarious. Maybe like I'll play it for you guys sometime. But let me check my battery here. Hold on. Okay, I'm getting low on battery, so I'm going to have to end the live stream soon, but I just want to ask you guys real quick, what do you guys think about Trump going to North Korea? Do you think that's a positive move, or that he is endangering national security like Kamala Harris thinks? Do you think people are out there, at least on Facebook, they're saying it's Nobel Peace Prize worthy. Vince says, thank you for the advice. I am very frustrated. You are a very frustrated content creator and somewhat failed motivator. Oh, okay. Well, Vince, I'll have to subscribe to your channel after this. So, and you can always email me below, and I can answer any questions that you may have as far as, doing this YouTube thing. Because I've only been YouTubing since October. I think I started in October when that first big caravan came around. And my channel's done pretty well. So, I'm always out to, able to answer questions and help anybody. And I ended up teaming up with some YouTubers that way, whether it be me asking them questions or them asking me questions. That's how I connected with Let's Be Frank. That's how I connected with Snafu Snaps. That's how I connected with True Conservative Minutes. We all talk and we help each other. So, it's a good thing to be networked. And then my own moderator, Florida Jim, we have a good old time on my channel. He's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a clown. Real good guy. Definitely somebody you want to check out too if you like, conservative stuff. Let's see. What do you guys got to say? Patriot Camp. That's your name, Vince? I'm writing it down. But email me down below. If I can help you out with anything, I will. But so you guys think that, from what I saw, that the whole North Korea thing is a positive thing, right? Trump is playing the game. He knows he's got to fluff up North Korea's feathers a little and stroke his ego a little bit. He knows, because that's what people would have to do to Trump to get Trump to pay attention too. If you're going to try and make peace with somebody, you first have to connect on a personal level. Okay. You have to be able to communicate with them. You have to have maybe something in common that you might be able to laugh about. You can't just be like, oh, hey, Putin, let's have peace, man. It doesn't work that way. Right? You kind of have to ease into things. And that's what Trump is doing. That's what I see. That's what I think that Trump is doing. Captain Vicky says, let's fly the border. Yes, that's what you have to do. Yes, when are we going to fly the border, Captain Vicky? You have to tell me when you're free, because that way I can request time off at work and I can be free and we can fly the border. That's how it works. So since you have the crazy flight schedule, I have to work around you. But I think that it's exactly. Beverly says diplomacy. Thank you. Next month, Captain Vicky, yes. You just tell me what day and I will make it happen. But am I right or am I wrong that you kind of have to connect on a personal level a little bit, maybe chuckle about something and, be able to say, hey, how's the weather? Or, hey, how about, such and such baseball or basketball team? North Korea, Kim Jong-un, he likes basketball. Okay. And Trump knows this. So he's probably going to talk basketball. But see, the Democrats are too stupid to realize that. You've seen the pictures of Obama sitting with his binoculars looking at North Korea from the other side of the border, right? And then there's Trump. Hey, shaking hands on the North Korean side, because that's how we roll on the right. We get things done, okay? Not everything, but what party does get everything done? But he just did what nobody else could do. Nobody else could do. Like I'm a nerd in the sense that I actually watch documentaries on North Korea. And I highly recommend you do it too, honestly, because it's very interesting. Very interesting. And I understand why people would flee from North Korea. But how everything is fake and planned and a show for the world to see, that's really not what it is. It's very interesting, you guys. Like, I literally sat there and I was like, the whole time. I'm not even joking. I'm not exaggerating. Okay. And I have watched probably a dozen documentaries on YouTube about North Korea. Okay. So the fact that he was able to do this is amazing. Okay. Because what other leaders have been able to do that? Okay. Do you know that every single North Korean is programmed, okay, programmed in their head that we are the American bastards, okay? And you'll hear that on every documentary. We are the American bastards, all right? That's what they call us. And Trump is basically evil, okay? The propaganda that they spew about how evil Trump is and that we're all a bunch of American bastards, it's amazing to watch and hear. I'm curious to know, okay, after all this, after they have been so programmed to think that way about Americans and about Donald Trump, what is he going to say? What is Kim Jong-un going to say to his people hey, just so you know, Trump came on over and we're cool, yo. Right? Um, yeah. And if you watch one of these documentaries, you would know what I'm talking about. You'd be like, wait, what? Wait a minute. Hold up. What is he going to tell his people and how are they going to react? They're so programmed that if Kim Jong-un says, we now love America, they will all love America. Okay? They will do whatever he says because they fear him. Okay? Shit's scary over there, right? It's a little scary over there. You can't go over there for vacation or to be a reporter or visit or anything like that without being followed around 24/7 and having like a handler with you, basically. Okay? They know your every move there. Every move. And they probably have cameras in your hotel room. They probably have cameras in your toilet when you're taking a pee. Okay? They monitor everything over there. All right? And they know if they don't do what they're supposed to, they're going to get screwed and they're going to end up in, a detention center. And it's really scary over there. Okay. They think the left thinks that our detention centers for migrants are concentration camps. No, go take a look at North Korea. All right. Go take a look at North Korea. That is what fits in the category of concentration camp. Okay. They torture people, they rape women, they starve people. Okay, that's what happens in North Korea. The left has no clue what a true concentration camp is because they weren't, most of them were not alive during the Holocaust, all right, or part of it or a victim of it, and have never been over to North Korea to go see it firsthand, all right? This is a beach resort compared to North Korea detention, okay? So, dude, I could talk about North Korea forever. Oh, geez. Until my phone battery ran out. I don't know, one of these days, what do you guys think? You guys want to ever have a live stream or a video on North Korea? Is that something that you guys are really interested in? Because there's a lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit that happens there. So if you guys are interested in like a live stream on North Korea, I'd be totally down to do that with you guys. Honest Jessie Smollett says yes. Or yeah. That's like my daughter does. She just goes, yeah. I'm curious to see what comes out of this whole crossing over the border into North Korea thing. Do they still have their nuclear weapons? Yes. But Captain Vicky says, yes, would love that. Okay, I'm down with that. I'd do that just for you, Captain Vicky. Captain Vicky, sorry, I stumbled. Let's see, did Kim kill his first negotiating team with Trump because they failed? Probably. I mean, we all know that he ordered the hit on his family member, right? Fake news on that. I mean, if you disappoint Chairman Kim, you're done. That's the way it works in North Korea, okay? So I have 87 people still in here. I love you guys. If you haven't hit the like button, you guys hit the like button. Dude, I've been going for almost an hour and a half. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon and make sure you click all notifications. That way you get notifications on everything I do. And when this uploads, share it. Share this video, okay? Get the truth out there. Get the information out there. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Share it via text. Share it to your neighbors. Share it to your brothers, uncles, sisters, neighbors, monkeys. Flee. I don't care. Okay? Share it. And I think that's all I have for you guys, because if I keep talking about North Korea, my battery will run out. So thank you for being here with me in my first live stream at a real desk with a real light, not sitting on the floor, not sitting in my bed. Thank you. Finally. And I'm sure that I will do probably a live stream on 4th of July. I'm definitely going to be doing a live stream with Jerry from True Conservative Minutes and Paloma for Trump at that free speech rally, the one that Antifa is supposed to target. So I'm supposed to do a live stream with them on my channel so that they can tell us all about what's going on at the free speech rally, okay? That way, Eric says, don't go now. My battery's going to run out, though. That way they can tell you what they've seen, what they've heard, what's going on, all that kind of juicy stuff. So you're definitely going to get something later on this week in regards to that. And then, of course, I'll do something this weekend, I'm sure. I just don't know what yet. If anything happens between now and then that's of importance, if it's on my lunch break, if it's in the middle of the night when everybody else is sleeping, I don't care. I'll still get on and do it. Hey, you guys, I know my phone number is down below, but do me a favor. Don't call me at 2 a.m. Somebody called me at 2 a.m. the other night, and I'm like, no. I will not answer the phone at 2 a.m. I'm sorry. Okay. So be mindful that this is Arizona time, and if you are somewhere else, it might be a different time zone. And that when this replays hours from now, it might be a different time. But you are always welcome to email me. You guys are always welcome to text me, call me during normal daylight hours. If I answer the phone, great. If I don't, leave a message. But I want you to know I do hear and read everything that you guys send me. I do value your thoughts and your opinions, and I appreciate you. And thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. All right. Until next time, peace out.